Were you encouraged or discouraged by the House Immigration Conference yesterday?
Terribly discouraged, actually. I had high hopes that we were going to see more vigor and more passion against amnesty. And it was very mixed, it was very divided. But it was very clear that the leadership is completely sold on passing an amnesty bill. And so I'm very nervous about where we're going, because the 900-pound gorilla in the room is legalization. That is the only thing the president wants. And so we talked about maybe 4 or 5 different bills, separate bills that the Republicans are looking at putting forward. Some contain legalization statuses within them. And the only game in town is legalization for President Obama and also for the Senate Democrats. They want that legalization status. I actually think that they would accept all 5 Republican bills. They'd say, hey, great, have any bill you want, because they could care less what's in the bill. All they want is legalization. Once President Obama gets legalization, then he's got literally tens of millions of individuals that he could have the potential of putting on his voting rolls to forever vote for to cement in place his policies for progressivism. And I think people really need to be aware. The president will vote for amnesty. The Senate will give us amnesty. The only break we have is in the House of Representatives. And right now, the WorldNet Daily listeners should be very, very concerned, because this is not a very strong bulwark in the House to put a break on legalization. And legalization is everything. It's the game changer. It changes our nation structurally forever if this goes through. In fact, the thing that is really remarkable to me is that we are less than 6 months into President Obama's second term. He has a 4-year term. We're less than 6 months into it. Republicans are busy tripping over themselves to help President Obama achieve his #1 political agenda item, which is to give amnesty to literally tens of thousands of illegal aliens, either those who are currently in the country or those who will be induced to come into the country, and it will change us forever.
Even with Speaker Boehner's assurance that he will apply the Hastert rule to anything coming out of conference, are you still concerned that the Trojan horse of amnesty could make its way?
Oh, without a doubt, because everything that gets voted on out of the House will be a sweet-smelling bill. And I say phooey to that, because we've already passed out of the bill, out of this House 7 years ago, a bill that would build the fence to fully secure the southern border, and we paid for it. So 7 years ago, we passed full-on, full-out border security with a Republican president and a Republican Congress. Here we are 7 years later. Where's the fence? That's my question. Where's the fence? And if we don't have the fence, I want my money back. So if we already authorized, appropriated, and we had Republicans, and we still couldn't get a fence, I mean, does anybody in what planet think that President Obama and Janet Napolitano, who says we don't need a fence anyway, we can rely on them to secure the border? They think the border is secure now. What they want is perpetual and ongoing amnesty. That's the bottom line. That's what they really want. They want a constant infusion of voters for their progressive agenda. And if Republicans don't put up a fight now, they better be willing to see the party eventually be diminished, and who knows where it will go from there.